So tell me about what this award, making sure these people were recognized means for you.
I mean, it's a great deal to me, because if it wasn't for the four from the Y, the medic fire wouldn't have a viable body to work with when they got there to administer the Lucas machine and medication that I needed. Talking with one of the medics, they said a lot of times that when they get there, you know, it's too late. So what they did was wonderful. Katie jumped in the water, got me out. RL went and stayed on the phone. Alex and Nathan were there and assisted her until medic got there. And then it's a chain of life. So one thing that I will say is they got me to the stage that the medics could get me to the hospital and get me in and get me out in 5 days. My daughter did give me some medical information that said that if it happens, when I had the sudden cardiac death, if it happens outside the hospital, you have about 6% chance of living. And out of that 6% in the hospital, less than 1% get out with within 5 days and no neurological damage. So I told him I was screwed up before I went in, so nobody will know the difference. So, and then the other thing is the chain of life is I had a good friend of mine that I went to high school with. He called me and he said, if it could happen to you, it could happen to anybody. And so he went and got checked the next day and it found out he was supposed to get stents, but he ended up getting open heart surgery. And he told me if it wasn't for me, he might have found out the hard way like I did, that he had something wrong with him.
Definitely. And could you maybe summarize for me what happened that day as much as you can remember?
Yeah, I got in and it was 5 to 8. It was supposed to be all weekend, and you're supposed to swim 300 yards, tread for 2 minutes, and then get a diving block from the deep end and take it to the shallow end. And Katie knew, you know, how strong a swimmer I was. I swam all my life, so when I got in the pool to do the stuff, she kept asking me, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I kept saying, "Why in the hell is she asking me if I'm okay?" So she must have recognized or noticed something that I didn't, because I had no symptoms or onset of anything that, you know, would alert me. And so I got to the last stage with the brick where you have to go to the deep end, get it, and I was taken to the shallow end, and the next thing I know, it was all black. That's the next thing I remember was talking to my daughter and the doctor at the hospital. But evidently I was awake in the ambulance. I don't know what I said or did, but I'm sure it was entertaining.
Definitely. Great. Well, thank